something is seriously wrong in Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers might be 2-1, but behind the scoreboards, there's a disaster brewing that could crush this team's season. It's not just bad luck, it's not just a small mistake, it's the kind of weakness that can hand games away, and every fan knows it. The problem? Special teams. The unit that was supposed to be fixed, solid, reliable, has suddenly turned into a nightmare. For 3 straight weeks, the Buccaneers have been haunted by the same mistakes: blocked punts, missed field goals, coverage breakdowns. Instead of helping close out games, special teams have been letting opponents back in, turning easy wins into nail-biters. It all started in Week 2 against the Texans. A blocked punt deep in Tampa's own territory flipped the game on its head. Rookie Jalen Noel even burned them with a 53-yard punt return after the ref swallowed the whistle on a clear block in the back. Fans were furious, and rightfully so. Then came Week 3. The Bucs had a chance to seal the game with a field goal, stretch the lead, and breathe easy. Instead, disaster struck. When McDonald Ford leaped over the line, blocked the kick, scooped it up, and ran it back for a touchdown. What should have been Tampa Bay's dagger turned into their worst nightmare, and another reminder that this unit is bleeding points. And here's the worst part. The next opponent is the Philadelphia Eagles. The same Eagles who just won a game because of 2 blocked kicks from their monster defensive tackle, Jordan Davis. Think about that. The very thing that's destroying the Bucs is the Eagles' biggest strength. If Tampa doesn't fix this now, it could get ugly fast. This isn't just bad execution. Injuries on the offensive line mean the protection on kicks and punts isn't holding. Gaps are opening, rushers are breaking through, and opponents smell blood. What was supposed to be a team strength coming out of camp, with a new punter and a steady kicker, has turned into a major liability. The Buccaneers are walking into a showdown with a powerhouse, and unless special teams get it together, they won't just lose ground, they could lose games that should already be won. The Buccaneers cannot afford another disaster on special teams. Not at home, not in front of their own crowd. This has to stop here and now. If Tristan Wirfs comes back, his presence won't just be a boost for the offensive line. It could be the anchor that steadies the entire kicking unit. Tampa Bay knows it, the coaches know it, and you better believe the players know it too. Now, let's talk about Chase McLaughlin. After the chaos of the last few weeks, he stepped up with the exact mindset you want in a kicker. His words after the Jets game said it all. The last kick doesn't matter, make or miss, it's all about the next one. That is ice in the veins. That's the mentality that saves seasons. And guess what? He proved it. Against New York, Chase nailed multiple 50-yard bombs and drilled the game winner under pressure. The only kick he missed? A block. Not on him. That was on the line collapsing, letting Will McDonald leap clean over and wreck the play. Some fans argued it should have been a penalty, and they're right, because using leverage off the offensive line is illegal. But the flag never came. Still, even with the refs against them, the Bucs showed grit. That's the story of this team right now. Resilience. Think about it. This team could have folded. Backup quarterback across the field, creamsicle uniforms carrying, curse, talk, injuries piling up left and right. All the excuses were there. But they didn't break. They fought. They won. And they've learned how to grind out close games no matter what. That's the mark of a team that refuses to die. Even Buccaneers insiders are sounding the alarm. The offensive line shuffle hasn't just hurt the offense, it's thrown special teams into chaos. With starters out and practice squad guys being forced into action, the unit is barely recognizable. Holding penalties piled up in the first half against the Jets. Baker Mayfield was furious, and yet they still pulled it out. That tells you all you need to know about the heart of this group. But here's the bottom line. The blocks can't keep happening. Week 2, blocked punt. Week 3, blocked field goal. If Week 4 brings another blocked kick, it could sink them against the Eagles, a team that just won off not one, but 2 blocked kicks. That wasn't luck. That was dominance. Philadelphia knows how to crash through the trenches, and they'll be hunting again on Sunday. The mission is clear: fix the protection, clean up the execution, and shut the door on these costly mistakes. The Eagles smell blood, and it's up to Tampa Bay to rise to the occasion before it's too late. The Eagles are not just winning, they are dominating history. With Jalen Hurts under center, they've been unstoppable, stacking win after win, 17 straight games without a single loss. That's not just a hot streak. That's a juggernaut rolling through the NFL. And now, Tampa Bay has to face that storm head-on. But here's the thing. The Buccaneers aren't afraid. They've proven they can win the ugly battles, grind out the close ones, and find ways to survive. Todd Bowles has already shown he knows how to rattle Jalen Hurts. In the past, his defensive game plans have forced Hurts into mistakes and kept the Eagles' offense off rhythm. That gives Tampa hope, but it also gives Philly fuel. They know Bowles has gotten the better of them before, and you better believe they'll be looking to flip the script this time. That means the pressure has to be relentless. The Bucs cannot afford to give Hurts breathing room. Every drive has to be a fight. Every snap has to be contested. And the mistakes, the blocked kicks, the missed coverages, the sloppy penalties, those cannot happen against a team this sharp. One slip, one weakness, and Philadelphia will pounce. And that brings us to punting, the hidden battle that nobody talks about until it costs you the game. Riley Dixon has been average, 17th in the league at 47.7 yards per punt. Not terrible, but not game-changing either. The improvement from last year's disaster, when Tampa averaged in the high 30s, is real, but it's not enough against elite competition. The real problem? Time. Dixon has a long wind-up on his kicks, and when your offensive line is patchwork and struggling, that's a recipe for disaster. He needs more time than the blockers can give him, and opponents know it. That's why punts and kicks keep getting swallowed up before they even leave the ground. So the Bucs have a choice. Either Riley Dixon speeds up his mechanics, or the line holds the wall like their lives depend on it. Because against the Eagles, field position could decide everything. Give Jalen Hurts short fields, and you're finished. Make him drive 80 yards every time, and suddenly Tampa's defense has a fighting chance. The Bucs are 3-0, and that record is something to be proud of. But let's be real. These mistakes won't stay hidden forever. If they don't fix the cracks now, teams like Philadelphia will tear them wide open. This isn't just about avoiding disaster anymore. It's about proving that Tampa Bay can take a weakness and turn it into strength before the season gets away from them. So here's the question for you, Buccaneers fans. What's the solution? Is it on Riley Dixon to adjust? Is it on the line to toughen up? Or is it simply about Tristan Wirfs returning to anchor the trenches? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because if Tampa can't solve this problem soon, the Eagles might expose it in the worst way possible.